Hi and welcome to Whiskey Shared. You're watching my review of No Nonsense Whiskey Mackmyra single cask. I'm Toby and you're watching Whiskey Shared. Welcome to my review of No Nonsense Whiskey's Mackmyra single cask. This particular whiskey is the third release from Vin at No Nonsense Whiskey, and this Mackmyra is a smoky recipe. It's aged in the Bodus Mind. It's from a 30-litre cask and it's 59.6%, which I believe is the highest ABV bottled Mackmyra to date. It's uncoloured, it's non-chill filtered, and it was £58 plus delivery. It has the names of everybody that bought a bottle and wanted to be featured on the label, and Patreon supporters are in orange. I am a Patreon supporter of Vin at No Nonsense Whiskey, and well, not me, but some of the Patreon supporters picked this from a blind sample and decided this was the one from several that they chose to be bottled. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whiskey. Right, so before I start nosing and tasting, let's have a quick look at the colour. I'd say that's like a pale straw. Let's start with the nose. Right, so the first thing I get is like wood smoke. Being a smoky Mackmyra, this is using Swedish peat and juniper twigs. But wood smoke is definitely prominent. I don't get like a peat note. I'm getting like bacon, bacon crisps, like Frazzles. Getting like apple crumble and custard. Really does go through quite a few different flavours on the nose. Slightly nutty. Even get petrichor, which is that smell you get after it's rained on a warm day. Fizzy sherbet. You get a hint of vinegar. And here's a note that I don't think I've ever said on any other whiskey, and it's baked beans. And it's quite nice. Let's move on to the palate. Yes, the first thing I get with this is fizzy, like fizzy sherbet. It really is fizzy. And it really does activate the taste buds. I think the ABV probably helps with that. And then there's quite a lot of wood smoke and sweet vanilla. It's not too sweet. It's not too hot at 59.6% ABV. It definitely drinks lower than the ABV would suggest. Let's have another sip. Yeah, so that fizziness is really ramping up now. I'm getting orchard fruits like apples and pears. There's a little bit of heat and pepper. There's a hint of caramel, and there's even like a lemon zest, a little bit citrusy, which is quite nice. I have tried this with water, and it does take water well. And obviously, if you sip it a little bit too quickly, the heat can build a bit too much. So I tried adding water, and it took a lot of water before it got to the point where, you know, the ABV had dropped low enough that you weren't getting those flavours through quite strongly. So depending on your palate, this really can take water quite well. In terms of finish, it's very long. It really does sit on the palate for a long time. There's a little bit of damp wood, there's some heat, there's some pepper, there's some vanilla, and there are those sort of orchard fruits like apples that sort of linger on the palate. In terms of value, well, you know, having a unique bottling like this, you know, single cask, having the ability to have your name on it was pretty good at £58. Obviously it's a 50cl bottle, which all the reserve casks from Mackmyra are. But yeah, I think to, you know, be part of something unique and to have something completely different in your collection, it's not, you know, overly expensive. It is a 3-year-old whiskey, so some people might see that as a negative, but obviously it's been in quite a small cask, so that's quite punchy in terms of flavour. I believe it's first fill ex-bourbon that it's been in, and yeah, it's definitely good to have something interesting and unique in the collection. It's one of 58 bottles, so not that many, and potentially there's still a couple left when I recorded this. So, you know, if there are any left, you know, when you watch this and it sounds up your street, then I'll put a link in the description and you can find out where to get them. And if not, for whatever reason, then you can always keep an eye out on Vin's channel, because he's bound to release something new and exciting sometime soon. Hope you've enjoyed this, and if not, I'll see you for the next one. Swansea.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.